Some gods ruled with strength, others with fear. Odin ruled with sacrifice. This is the story of Odin, the Allfather of the 9 realms. Before the worlds had names, before the sky had a sun or the earth had shape, there was only silence and the void. From this emptiness emerged Odin. Born of the ancient giants, Odin was not the strongest of beings, nor the largest. But from the very beginning, he was different. He was driven by an endless hunger for knowledge, for understanding, for the secrets hidden behind existence itself. Alongside his brothers, Vili and Ve, Odin helped shape creation. Together they struck down the primordial giant Ymir, and from his body, the world was formed. His flesh became the land, his blood, the seas, his bones, the mountains, and from his skull, they raised the sky. Thus the 9 realms were born. At the center of all things stood Asgard, the realm of the gods, where Odin took his place as king, not through brute force, but through wisdom, vision, and sacrifice. Yet Odin knew something terrifying. Creation was fragile. Chaos still stirred in the shadows, and fate itself was already weaving an end to all things. Ragnarok. Odin became obsessed with preventing it. He traveled farther than any god dared. He spoke to spirits, giants, and ancient beings older than time. He listened to whispers carried by the wind and echoes buried beneath the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil. But knowledge always demanded a price. To drink from the well of wisdom, guarded by the giant Mimir, Odin was required to give something precious. Without hesitation, he tore out one of his own eyes and cast it into the waters. From that moment on, Odin saw more with one eye than any god ever could with two. Visions flooded his mind, of wars yet to come, of gods falling, of fire and ice consuming the worlds. He saw his own death, and still he did not turn away. Instead, Odin prepared. He sent his ravens, Huginn and Muninn, thought and memory, across the realms each day, returning with secrets whispered by mortals and immortals alike. He trained warriors relentlessly, gathering the bravest fallen heroes into Valhalla, shaping them into an army that would one day fight at the end of time. But Odin's pursuit of knowledge did not stop there. He sought the runes, symbols of pure cosmic power, capable of shaping reality itself. To obtain them, he performed the greatest sacrifice of all. Odin hung himself from Yggdrasil, the world tree, pierced by his own spear, Gungnir. For 9 days and 9 nights, he hung between life and death, offering himself to himself, refusing aid, refusing rest. At the edge of oblivion, the runes revealed themselves, and Odin claimed them. From that moment on, he became more than a king. He became a master of magic, prophecy, and fate. He could bind worlds with words and break curses with symbols carved into reality. Yet despite all his power, Odin was never cruel without reason. He was a god of balance, capable of mercy, but also ruthless when the survival of the realms demanded it. He tested his sons constantly, especially Thor, pushing him toward wisdom rather than rage. Where Thor embodied strength, Odin embodied sacrifice. Where Thor faced enemies head-on, Odin played the long game, manipulating events, shaping outcomes, guiding destiny, one quiet decision at a time. Still, the future haunted him. No matter how much knowledge he gained, Ragnarok could not be undone, only delayed. The wolves Skull and Hati continued their chase of the sun and moon. Loki's children grew stronger in chains. The signs crept closer, one by one. Odin knew that when the end came, he would not survive it, and yet he did not despair. Instead, he prepared the gods, the heroes in the realms to face the storm with honor. He accepted that even gods must fall, and that meaning comes not from escaping fate, but from meeting it with courage. When Ragnarok finally arrives, Odin will ride into battle at the head of the gods, spear in hand, leading the charge against chaos itself. And though he will fall to Fenrir, the monstrous wolf, his legacy will not end. Because Odin's greatest victory was never power, it was wisdom. He taught the realms that sacrifice shapes destiny, that knowledge is worth any cost, and that true leadership means standing firm, even when the future is written in fire. Odin, the Allfather, God of wisdom, war, poetry, and prophecy, the one who gave everything so the worlds might endure.